Yo, what's going on today, YouTube? Today we'll be reacting to Johnny Depp's funniest moments in court. If you do enjoy, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff to help out the YouTube algorithm. And I hope you all have an amazing day. Let's get into the video. Here we are, reacting to funny moments in Johnny Depp's court case. This court case has brought out a few interesting moments and memes that I've come across at all, and I think it's pretty interesting, and I'd love to react to it. So here we are. Let's get into it.
Pedal my way back. Sorry, I can't hear you.
Aquaman!
What the fuck was
My way back. Sorry.
Why do you say it like that?
Aquaman!
I'm sorry, it started out with a banger. Fucking Aquaman. That's a banger.
It's just, why do you deviate from our agreement? It's not about her doing films. How do you think she got Aquaman, sir?
You heard Miss Heard say, "Get off me," right?
No, I did not.
This wasn't the first time that you talked about
Hold on, this is loud. Hold on.
Amber hitting the
There we
wall
go.
hard. Let's pull up Exhibit 213, please.
Hitting the wall hard
There
based on the
We'll just take a look at the
accusations
next
that she
exhibit, Mr.
brought.
Depp.
I'm sorry, I was
What was this?
talking. Is that all right?
You had answered my question. We'll take a look at the next
Oh,
exhibit.
as long as you're happy, sir.
I felt this pressure. I felt this pressure. He thought he was punching me.
Sean Bailey, who was the number 3.
Objection, hearsay.
I don't know yet.
I don't know yet. You know,
Make it
you know,
to me,
you know it's bad whenever the judge is saying I don't know yet, sir. Whenever they're confused of everything, then I think then you should realize, something.
Yes, sir.
Just basically said in the...
Objection, hearsay.
Your
What
Honor,
Sean Bailey said.
this is about him
It's in
learning
an
about this. It's
article.
not for the.
saying that...
Objection, hearsay.
Last week, Mr. Rottenborn asked you about a quote where you said you wouldn't come back to the Pirates franchise for $300 million and a million alpacas. Do you remember that?
I do.
What? When relatives?
Imagine the Disney pulls out a million alpacas. We could be seeing new pirates. Is there even a million alpacas in the world? How many alpacas are in the world? I feel like there's not that many.
That's correct. We don't have cameras in the videos. Sorry, we don't have cameras at the hallway. We don't have cameras on the hallway.
Don't
She
have
brought up
cameras on the
situation
videos.
of her fecal matter on the bed, and I, and she just tried to blame it on the dogs. That's what the opiate does. The dopamine and serotonin, as you know, I imagine, are things that keep us it gives us our moods. It gives us.
I appreciate that, but my question wasn't that. My question was,
I'm just trying
right
to
after
school
you
you.
told the
So, the invoice May
you didn't know what could cause
This man's in a court case and just hits the fucking vape. I respect it. Respect.
damage to Mr. Depp's hand while you were there on March 8th, correct?
Dr. Kipper told me he sustained an injury on one of his fingers.
Objection, hearsay.
the time that you didn't.
The fucking the fucking sound effect.
Injury on one of his fingers.
Objection, hearsay.
What time that you did move in.
Oh, that's great.
Objection leading. I'm going to object on hearsay.
My co-star.
Objection, Your Honor. Hearsay. Objection, hearsay.
It was fine.
Objection,
that it was
hearsay.
with Paul Bettany.
Objection, hearsay.
Oh, there's a counter.
Objection, hearsay. Objection leading.
Are
on the street. You can
Objection,
move it.
hearsay. That calls for hearsay, Your Honor.
Assuming the plan was to do the
Objection,
full
Your Honor,
detox.
hearsay. Objection, form, compound.
Did you have any discussions with Miss Heard on the way to Coachella that evening?
We had a conversation pertaining to the surprise she left in the boss's bed.
And when you refer to the surprise in the boss's bed, what are you referring to?
The defecation.
A few things about Coachella, and then the fecal delivery. Saying that it was the
Delivery.
dogs. And I'm sorry, I could not agree with her. It was not the dogs.
But in fact, you don't recall seeing Amber Heard on May 24th, correct?
I don't remember. I don't even remember what I got for breakfast.
Okay.
Insider from 2015 that says Johnny Depp has his 5th box office bomb in a row.
If that's what it said, it said. Are you just going to keep reading this?
Well, I mean, and you would
Who's
agree
everybody?
that before the op-ed there was negative publicity for Mr. Depp about assassinating President Trump. Would you agree?
No, I missed that one. I don't particularly remember that. I have a lot of stuff in front of me.
Did it mention Mr. Depp? That's what I asked you.
Well, does she have another husband who abused her
But
in
did it
2016?
talk about it? Did it talk?
Mr. Drew, who was a chef, which I don't believe is hearsay.
But I've just never seen driving that. Yeah, that did it.
Why are you here?
I am here because my ex-husband
Woman.
is suing me for an op-ed I wrote.
And how do you feel about that?
I struggle to have the words. I struggle to find the words to describe how painful this is. This is horrible for me to sit here for weeks.
Do you remember the first time that he physically hit you?
Yes.
Please tell the jury about it.
It was it's seemingly so stupid, so insignificant. Continued to drink and then eventually started howling like an animal.
Just, I mean, there's part of it that the noise of the airport.
Passed out in a chair during daylight hours.
Again, isn't passed out, that's a very specific term. Sleep could be one.
You're complaining about her ambition in this text to her, to Dr. Kipper, correct?
I'm realizing that her ambition is far stronger than her supposed feelings for me, yes.
A little
You tell
smirk.
Dr. Kipper, I cut the top of my middle finger off in this text, correct?
It's just the way it was worded. It doesn't mean that I actually literally cut my finger off after, at the age of 12, finding the only thing that gave me peace, which is playing the guitar. Very unlikely. Why didn't I start lopping off digits when I was 13 then?
Just the way it was worded. Now, Mr. Herb,
Did you
Yeah,
provide
yeah.
a copy of this pamphlet to Amber Heard?
I did not. I did not identify her as a victim of domestic violence.
Is that
Yeah.
the sole reason why you did not give that to Amber Heard?
Yes, we want to give them to victims of domestic violence.
I'm going to ask you to take a
At this point, Your Honor, Ms. Heard's counsel is asking to move into evidence and publish to the jury.
about 9 years.
Johnny
Isn't it
just looks
true
like
that
he's
while
having
he was on
the funnest time. He's just. I'm pretty sure at one point he was drawing stuff on sticky notes and stuff. So
the mezzanine
I'm sure he's
level,
having a great time.
and Miss Heard and her sister were there, that he was reaching for Amber's hair while he was trying to hit her with that cast, correct?
That is not correct.
And it's possible that she was standing in between Mr. Depp and Miss Heard then, correct?
No.
Well, in fact, you saw Mr. Depp push or shove Whitney Heard, correct?
Absolutely not.
And it was only after Mr. Depp pushed Whitney that Amber stepped forward and punched him in the face. Isn't that right?
That is not correct.
Really, I didn't understand why they want me to do that. Like, oh, I don't know.
Do you have a drinking problem, Johnny?
Objection calls for hearsay.
Saying what the doctors told him. I think that's what's about to be testified to.
Let me ask you a different question, Mr. Depp.
Yes. Let's let him object to another one. Ms. Heard could very easily drink 2 bottles of wine per night, not a speed, if you will. Cold, I don't know if I can say the name. Am I allowed to say the name?
At the beginning of her opening, Ms. Heard's counsel mentioned that the first time you supposedly struck Ms. Heard was in response to a comment about one of your tattoos.
Yes, I remember.
And what is your response to that?
It didn't happen. I've never struck Miss Heard. As I said yesterday, I've never struck Miss Heard. I've never struck a woman in my life.
Would you agree that if you did not find something that would be in favor of Mr. Depp and negative to Ms. Heard, that you wouldn't be an expert in this case? That
Essentially-
I can bring you into court if you're going to say that Ms. Heard is right and Mr. Depp is wrong, correct?
So as a forensic psychologist, my obligation is to the court, is to the fact finder. I present science regardless of what that science may be. Now, when I take a case, my retainer agreement is explicit about that, and I discuss that with the attorneys.
I'm asking you a question. I'd like you to try to answer
Okay.
my question. You understand that if you found favorably to Ms. Heard and negatively to Mr. Depp, you wouldn't be here, right? You wouldn't be testifying.
No, I.
She looks so confused.
That's not speculation.
No, I'll sustain the objection if you want to ask.
Okay. If it goes to bias, Your Honor. Let's talk about makeup for a moment. So you don't know what type of makeup regimen Amber uses every day, correct? Correct. Okay. And in fact, you don't, and would you agree that there are a number of different types of makeup you can use that would still give you a natural look? There's sun in the Bahamas, right?
Most of the time.
Do you number wears for sunscreen?
No, I wouldn't have asked if somebody was skin condition.
Sorry. There's sun in the Bahamas, right? Probably. And there's sun mostly everywhere unless there's cloud coverage. Sun's mostly everywhere except at night. I don't understand the question there. It's a weird question.
Like on set, with James Franco? Did you hear that?
I don't recall.
Did you hear him say, at least you liked it?
No.
Did you hear him say, I bet you slipped a tongue in there and you liked it?
No.
Did you hear him say, make references to Amber's and asking her if her was wet?
Your Honor, lack of foundation, harassment.
Did you hear any of that?
No, not that I recall.
I'll rule the objection. It's fine.
Thanks. And they feel paranoid?
Yes.
And they feel frightened?
I'm sorry, that was funny.
Afraid that everyone's going to believe the perpetrator, correct?
Yes.
And in fact, they're afraid they're going to lose their security.
There was another article in 2015 that says, quote, has Johnny Depp become Hollywood's biggest joke?
I don't know, Netflix has a whole festival going now. Netflix is a joke.
And you'd agree that there is an article in
Yeah, like and subscribe for more. That'll be the end of the video, guys. Thank you all so much for coming out and watching this. I'm gonna try to be posting weekly. I still have that issue, by the way. I'm looking over there. I'm gonna try to be posting weekly, at least maybe once a week. I'm going for maybe twice if everything is turns out okay. We'll see. In other words, we'll see. But yeah, thank you all so much for going out. like, subscribe, comment, notification bell. Again, have a good day. That was awkward. I'm not good at outros yet, guys. Only third video. Give me a break. Peace.